Under orders, there is manage orders. Now, the best thing about FBA is that all you have to worry about is sending the correct shipment on time to our warehouse, and everything else post that is taken care by our team in Amazon. So when you get an order, you will get a notification and you can look at what order was placed, but you do not really have to do anything because your orders will be taken care by the team. So you can see the order details here, and under the actions button you will have an option to pull out the tax invoice. If you want for that particular order, you want the tax invoice, you can pull out the tax invoice. But there is a way to pull out all the tax invoices in bulk, and I can show you that in a while. So this page will give you the order details, and the order reports will give you reports based on the orders that you have received. You can also pull date-wise reports. These are just for your reference, and no action is really required from your end under this. Under manage returns, so I said apart from orders, also any return request that you get from the customer side will be handled by the Amazon team itself. You can again go to this particular page, which is the manage returns page, and look at the kind of return request that you have got and what action was taken from Amazon on that particular request. Again, this is everything for your reference and no action is required from your side. Just make sure that the kind of products you send are genuine and they are good in quality to avoid return requests. Please note an important factor about managed returns, that in case we are issuing a full refund, then 20% of the referral amount will be held back by Amazon, or 300, whichever is lower. So next tab would be the reports tab. Here the important field that you will check out is the payments. Now under this there are two options. There is both electronic transactions and COD transactions. So in case of FBA, COD is available for the customers. So make sure you check out both the tabs for whichever was your COD transactions and which were your credit card and other net banking transactions. These are weekly reports. So the payment cycle is 7 days. So whatever order that you get between, let's say, 1st to 7th, the payment for that will be received in the next 7 days. 7 to 14 day cycle. So whatever results that you see on this page are usually a statement view for the last 7 days. You can also view the kind of Amazon fees that was charged and if any refunds were given. Please note an important factor about your payments. The fees that we charge you, that is the referral fee, are not inclusive of tax. That means that the 12.3% that tax is extra and will be added to the fees that has been charged to you. Please make sure you're aware of this fact. And if you have questions regarding any of this, you can always contact seller support. So at the bottom of the screen, there is something called as contact seller support. If you click on them and if you have any issues with your payments or if you need clarification, you can click on this and contact them. Not just for this, but any issues post your launch on your platform, you can always reach out to seller support. Apart from statement view, you can see it in transaction view. Has each and every transaction, how much money was accrued and how much were the fees deducted. You can view the transactions. You can also pull statement views according to date, and you can also pull date-wise reports for your own auditing purposes. So this covers everything under payments section. Next we would go to the business reports section, which will cover high-end business intelligence reports for your use and interest. We have different kind of reports from the kind of sales that you have made. This is all on your extreme left-hand side, if you can see. So the sales report will give you the entire sales and the gross margin that you made. There is also product opportunities, which will give you popular items which have very less listings, products, price competitiveness of sellers who are selling it at a lower price, also inventory opportunities which needs to be restocked, and products which are in high demand but there are very less inventory for them. So you can use all of these reports to conduct your business better once you're launched. Please make sure you go and explore them and play with them and figure out how you can improve your business and your relationship with Amazon. So these are just for your reference, but if you use them, you can create a better business plan for yourself. So this is under the business reports section. Finally, we have fulfillment by Amazon, which are everything related to FBA reports. Here I would bring your attention to only two important reports. One is the inventory health report, which will give you an entire detail about the inventory that is lying at the warehouse that you have sent, everything from how long, what's the age of the inventory, and how many sales that particular inventory had. So you can use this inventory health report to create better replenishment plans. So please make sure you go and view this once you're launched. Apart from that, there is also removal order details. So whichever were damaged and you had to create a removal order, you can view this particular report and check out for the details. What was the product and what was the reason for removal? There is also return requests that were placed from the customer side and what was the concession given to the customer. You can view this particular report to know more details. So these are the three reports that I would recommend you to go through. Apart from that, there are so many other reports that you can go through in your leisure time and create a better business plan. Now I was talking about getting your tax documents that can be viewed under tax document library. So if you want your invoice in bulk, then you can generate a tax report and you can use this for your auditing purposes. These are usually and monthly. So you can pull up the reports and view it and use it for your auditing purpose. This is something your CA would find very useful for. So under reports, these are all the different tabs that we just saw: payments, business reports, fulfillment by Amazon has 3 reports that you can see, and tax document library for your tax invoices. We have come to the last session, which is the performance tab. Now, since all of your orders are taken care by Amazon, you don't really have to worry about performance issues and you don't really have to do a lot to maintain a good performance under FBA scheme. There is only one thing that needs your attention, which is customer query, how soon you need to answer them. So answer to that question is 24 hours. So make sure within 24 hours of getting any kind of customer query, you answer them. I will show you where you can do that or how you can do that. The first page, we will just explore this particular page, which is the customer satisfaction page. Here it will give you the entire summary of your performance from your account health, your seller rating, your customer feedback. Now under customer feedback, you will be able to see the kind of feedback you've got, and at the bottom of the page, once you're launched and you've got feedback from customer, you can see what that particular feedback was, and you can either respond with a thank you in case it is a good feedback, or if it is a negative feedback, you can click on resolve and provide an alternative solution or help them with their query. Under performance, there is also something called as feedback. This is the same page that I was talking about if you directly want to come to this page. And then there is Amazon A to Z guarantee claims. Again, all the return requests will be visible here, and you can go here and see what kind of claims were filed and what action was taken. And finally, there is performance notification, which will give any kind of notifications that you get from Amazon will be visible here. In case you fail to see your emails on time, you can directly come to performance notification and look at the notifications that you have got. Your home page, you will have something called as a buyer messages, and you can see in the last what is your target and whether or not you kept your target of 24 hours. So you can click on the buyer messages and you can see what kind of messages you got and click on them and click on, you can type in your particular response. If you feel no response is required, then you can mark it as no response needed, in which case your 24 hours limit will not be barred. So if you don't think the particular message needs a response, you can just mark it as no response needed and click on reply. So make sure at any cost, because everything else is handled by Amazon, but the buyer messaging and the rapport that you build with your seller, with your buyer, is done from your end, and you have 24 hours to respond to any query. And since Amazon is a customer-centric company, we give a lot of emphasis on customer feedback. So make sure you always go back and respond within 24 hours of getting a query. So we have pretty much covered everything under the Amazon Seller Central that you need to know in case of FBA. If there are new selling opportunities for you, you will be able to get to know the new selling opportunities either on this Amazon Selling Coach or through email notifications. Please make sure you check these for new selling opportunities. I have to just pull your attention to 2-3 things, that is under settings, make sure you give in your correct VAT and CST number, your digital signature, and your default tax code. And while you're creating your products, make sure that you sticker them correctly and sticker the box and take the appointment on time and have a valid driver's license if you are going and delivering it on your own. In case of getting your tax documents, please go to tax document library to get your tax invoices, and please respond to your customer queries within 24 hours to maintain a good performance and a good rapport with your sellers, with your buyers. So I hope this was a helpful session and you were able to gain enough insight on how FBA works and what you will need to do to perform better on the FBA platform. Well, best of luck, and I hope you have a great business on Amazon. Thank you so much.